Imagine that the first thing you see when you come into your office is this mess. And what you have to do is clean it all up.
Imagine that while clearing up this mess, your employers basically ignore you, not even acknowledging your presence.
Imagine that despite all your hard work, all you earn is $1,000 each month.
MP for Nisu GRC, Mr. Patrick Tay was once quoted saying, Singapore is more of a clean city than a clean city.
And that is very true. Singapore being placed fourth in the Environment Performance Index may not be due to the efforts of our Singaporeans, but rather our cleaners.
They are the ones you almost never see.
Their presence may not be visible, but their efforts surely are.
They work tirelessly and silently. But how much do we actually understand about them and about the extraordinary work that they do?
Firstly, they are so important to the economic well-being of our nation.
Cleanliness, as the expression goes, is next to godliness.
And that is really true, especially for the retail and tourism industry.
According to a recent retail study conducted by MERC Research and National In-Store, 42% of consumers said that they would not return to a store if it was not as clean as they liked.
And 71% of them mentioned that they would not visit an unclean store even if it was absolutely necessary.
Cleanliness undoubtedly hampers tourism in any country.
And tourism expert Joyce Lepian mentioned that the lack of cleanliness will remain a top hurdle in the development of any tourism industry.
And according to a book called Backpacker Tourism by Kevin Hanam, believe it or not, the level of tourism directly affects the level of attractiveness in the country for tourism.
So, Singapore being known as a great spot for visiting or shopping may very well be due to our dedicated cleaners.
Keeping our toilets clean is certainly not an easy task. Scrubbing dirt off the floor and washing our toilet bowls may seem trivial to you, but the hygienic benefits will be more than you think.
And in many third world countries, affording even a bar of soap is already considered a luxury. Plus, according to the World Health Organization, 2.4 billion people in the world do not have access to proper sanitation.
And as a result, the rate of hygiene-related diseases is much higher in other countries as compared to Singapore. We certainly have our cleaners to thank for that.
Thirdly, you may not realize it, but they play such a huge part in brightening our days.
You have to admit that a clean living environment really puts a smile on everyone's face.
Firstly, we get to relax without worrying about rats scurrying around.
We get to chat with our friends without a stench in the air.
And we get to study on clean tables.
But most importantly, we get to do our business without worrying about other people's business.
Also, I'm sure we've all met the nice cleaner auntie and uncles who greet us good morning and good evening as we leave or come home from school and work.
We can't deny that their smiles are just so infectious.
So, let's put a smile on their faces too. Most of us don't realize that these aunties and uncles may not be having the best of health, are struggling with the low wages, and are spending more time cleaning up after us than talking to their own families.
So let's give them back a little bit of what they have given us.
It's really simple. Number 1, say thank you when you see them, or give them a smile if you're shy.
Number 2, clean up after yourselves whenever you can. Return your trays or wipe the tables with tissue. This could go a very long way in ways we can't even imagine.
Number 3, actually celebrate Cleaners Day on 15th of June. Organize activities for your school or give them presents to show your appreciation.
These little acts of appreciation are the least we can do for these ordinary folks who do such extraordinary work for us.